Once upon a time, in a small, forgotten town, everything was drained of color. The streets were gray, the buildings dull, and even the skies looked lifeless. The townsfolk moved about in silence, their faces etched with sadness. No one remembered how the colors disappeared, they only knew the joy went with them. One day, a curious child named Lila, wearing a bright scarf, the only splash of color in town, decided to find a way to bring back the vibrancy they had lost. Lila wandered the empty streets until she stumbled upon an old library hidden under a thick layer of gray dust. Inside, she found a magical book glowing faintly. The book revealed a secret: colors can only return through acts of kindness and good deeds. Inspired, Lila vowed to help the townsfolk rediscover their happiness, one good deed at a time. Lila decided to start small. She visited Mr. Greenwood, an elderly man who hadn't smiled in years. She helped him tend to his neglected garden. As they worked, a single flower blossomed in vivid color. Mr. Greenwood's joy brought a faint blush of pink to his cheeks. The townsfolk noticed the tiny patch of color, their curiosity piqued. Word of Lila's good deed spread, inspiring others to take small steps toward kindness. A group of children decided to clean the local playground, once a vibrant gathering spot now covered in gray dust. As they scrubbed and painted, colors slowly returned to the swings and slides. The laughter of children echoed, bringing shades of yellow and blue to the playground. For the first time in years, the townsfolk gathered to watch, their gray faces softening into smiles. Excitement grew as more people joined in performing good deeds. A group of neighbors organized a town festival to celebrate their progress. They baked, decorated, and shared meals. Each kind gesture infused the streets with vibrant hues. The once gray market square turned into a mosaic of colors, as strings of lanterns and bunting glowed brightly. Music and laughter filled the air, and even the sky above seemed to shine with golden light. With every good deed, the town grew more colorful and alive. The once dull fountain in the square burst with shimmering rainbow water. The skies were bright, the buildings painted anew, and the townsfolk radiated joy. Lila's red scarf was no longer the only splash of color. The town had transformed, proving that kindness and unity could bring life to even the dullest places. As the townsfolk cheered, Lila smiled, knowing their hearts now held the brightest colors of all.